Ignatius from 15th State Senior High School of Surabaya will be presenting the legend of Sura and Baya. Please enjoy. I only caught a few fish today, unlike yesterday. But I think this is enough. I'm gonna head back now. What a long day of fishing. I didn't get as many as I usually would, but I think this will still be enough for the kids. Speaking of which, I'll call the kids to tell them a story while I cook. Hey, kids, come, sit down. I'm gonna tell you a story from our ancestors about the origins of this place's name. You guys wanna hear it? Okay, let's start. A long time ago, on the island of Java, lived a fierce crocodile named Baya. Baya was the ruler of forests and was feared by all the animals in the forest. On the other hand, lived the ruler of the sea, named Sura. Sura was also feared by all the fish in the sea. Sura and Baya had known each other since they were little. They would hunt, they would swim with each other every day. They were best friends, but also rivals. They would fight every day to see who's the strongest, but neither of them would win nor lose, because they both had equal strength. But Sura is greedy. Years had passed since they last met. One day, Sura became tired of eating fish.
The fish here tastes so bland. Maybe I will go to the river to search for more food.
Then, Sura swam up to the river to search for more food. There, he saw deer drinking from the side of the river.
Is that what I think it is? A fat and juicy deer?
Then, he quickly snatched the deer and then ate it right away. Days had gone by since Sura started eating the deer from the river. Baya, who noticed that the deer's appearances have been less lately, gotten suspicious. Then, he looked for the cause of his lost food. Not long after, he finally found out. It was Sura, his old friend. Enraged after seeing Sura eating the deer from the river, Baya asked, "Hey, Sura, what are you doing here in my river?"
Your river? Who do you think owns this place?
Fine, let's settle this the old way. And so they fought fiercely for days, until one day, the both of them became tired. Sura, I'm tired of fighting you. Maybe we should end this.
Yeah, Baya. I'm tired of fighting you too. Maybe we should end this meaningless fight.
Okay, but first, you need to agree on an oath. I hunt on the river, while you hunt on the sea. If you dare to break this consequence, you will bear the consequences. Then, Sura swam to the sea. For months, the forest had calmed down, but Sura felt uneasy. He longed for the deer meat that he had tasted on the river.
I'm tired, man. I can't eat fish anymore. I want that deer meat.
So, he swam up to the river mouth, but saw no deers. Then, he made a plan that if he catch the deer from the river, then immediately bring it out to the sea, Baya won't notice. Then, Sura swam up deeper into the river, then saw deers. The plan was successful and was going on for over a month. But over time, Baya became suspicious. Why was his deer missing once again? He thinks.
My deers are missing once again? This isn't a coincidence. This must be Sura.
He looked and looked, but didn't see Sura anywhere, not in the river, not in the sea. Then he made a counter plan to find Sura. He saw a deer and then bit its leg. Then he dragged it to the side of the river, then hid behind a rock. Not long after, Sura showed up. Just as Sura was about to snatch the deer, Baya confronted him.
Sura, you greedy and shameless shark! Did you forget about the oath that we agreed on? Baya, if you want, you can have all the fish in the sea. I don't like fish, and I especially can't stand seawater. Fine, I offer it to you.
And so they fought once again for the last time. But Sura was driven by his greed, and Baya was winning. Just as Baya was about to bit Sura's tails off, but Sura begged for mercy.
Baya, please, you don't have to do this. We're old friends, don't you remember?
Baya, who knew what his friends did, didn't hear a single word coming out of Sura's mouth. And then he proceeds to bit Sura's tails off. Sura, with no tail and full of regrets, swam back to the sea and never came back. Kids, what do you think was the message of the story is? Correct. We shall never be greedy like Sura. Sura is greedy, and greed will only bring unfortunate events. Ladies and gentlemen, and the honorable judges, I am Ansar Dimasius from 15th State Senior High School of Surabaya. Kindly thank you.